Okay, so David Sweeney here, chiropractor from Dublin, Ireland. So talking about stress here today. So how do we reduce that stress? Well, there's a couple of strategies, but first of all, let's talk about the effects of it. So if you're really, really stressed all the time, and I actually feel this on my patients when I'm checking their spine, I'll feel all that muscular tension and how the joints are jammed up and they're stuck in this really defensive flex down, cramped up posture, their heads pulled forwards. And really when we're in that state of stress, it leads to hormonal change in our body, and we go into what's called a sympathetic response. And basically what that means is steroids are released into the bloodstream from our adrenal glands, and those are adrenaline and cortisol, and that alters the body's physiology. And physiology just means how things operate. And the reason why that's bad is because it changes how our immune system works, it changes the muscle tone in our body, our posture, increases our heart rate, slows down the digestive function. The adrenaline keeps us really alert, doesn't let us sleep well, and interestingly, our concentration or our ability to focus is reduced as well. So how do we handle that? Well, there's a few strategies. The first one is that we need to stop the cycle, and often it's a mental problem. So we're thinking and thinking and thinking, going through this circular thought pattern of the same issue in our life, and we need to interrupt that and break it. So one strategy I use is very simply exercise and getting out and into nature, walking around. That must be done every day, 30 minutes to 1 hour of that every single day. Intensive exercise as well, like running, is going to spike up your dopamine levels and change the body's physiology to push you out of a sympathetic nervous system state and move you into the more normal, what's called parasympathetic state, which is rest and digest. So we want to get out of fight or flight and move into rest and digest. And basically, if we get out and exercise, that can help with that. But one of the most important things that we can do is meditation. And basically what that means is reducing, hey, how's it going? What that means is reducing our thought process as well. So meditation is simply put, present time consciousness. And what that means is stopping thought process. And the way I do that is focus on the breathing. So breathing in and out, that's all I think about. It's very hard to do. It's very hard to stop these thoughts getting into your head and creating the stress again. And the longer you do this, maybe it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the more relaxed your body gets. It's very hard to get into, but it works an absolute treat. It works really, really well. So meditation is simply shutting off the thought processes. What we want to do is focus on deep breathing in, breathing all the way out, and keep repeating that, and don't let external thoughts come in and start kind of doing this circular thinking around that again. So meditation is pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically present time consciousness. That's all you need to know about it. That's all you need to practice. You can do it with your eyes open, eyes closed. It doesn't really matter. But those are the two best strategies for reducing stress.